Welcome to Lost at 3 a.m. Put your phone down, close your eyes, and let this be the last video you hear tonight. Relax, breathe, and let's begin. Tonight, we're diving into the world of Family Guy. This animated sitcom has been making audiences laugh for over 2 decades with its sharp humor, quirky characters, and endless pop culture references. It's a show that doesn't just entertain, it pushes boundaries and leaves a lasting impression. What makes Family Guy so special is its ability to blend absurd comedy with moments of genuine heart. Whether it's Peter's ridiculous antics, Stewie's wild schemes, or Brian's dry wit, there's something in this show for everyone. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore the origins of Family Guy, its unforgettable characters, and the cultural impact that has kept it a fan favourite for so many years. For now, let yourself settle in and imagine the quiet streets of Quahog, where the Griffin family is always up to something hilarious. Family Guy began as the brainchild of Seth MacFarlane, a young animator and writer with a passion for pushing the boundaries of comedy. The idea for the show took shape in the late 1990s, when MacFarlane was working at Hanna-Barbera, contributing to shows like Johnny Bravo and Cow and Chicken. During his free time, he began developing a concept that would later evolve into Family Guy. The inspiration for the show came from MacFarlane's animated short, The Life of Larry, a college project that featured a crude but lovable protagonist and his sarcastic talking dog. These characters became the foundation for Peter and Brian Griffin, 2 of the main stars of Family Guy. In 1998, MacFarlane pitched the concept to Fox, and the network took a chance on the idea. After refining the characters and humour, Family Guy premiered on January 31st, 1999, immediately following the Super Bowl. The first season introduced audiences to the Griffin family and the fictional town of Quahog, Rhode Island, a setting inspired by MacFarlane's New England upbringing. Despite its early success, the show faced challenges. After 3 seasons, Family Guy was cancelled in 2002 due to declining ratings. However, strong DVD sales and a growing fan base gave the show a second chance. In 2005, Fox revived Family Guy, and it quickly became a cultural phenomenon. This unlikely comeback solidified Family Guy as a TV staple, proving that its sharp humour and bold storytelling could resonate with audiences. From its humble beginnings as a college project to its rise as a global hit, the origins of Family Guy are a testament to creativity, persistence, and the power of fan support. At the centre of Family Guy is the Griffin family, a group of characters so dysfunctional and absurd that they somehow feel relatable. Each member brings their own quirks and chaos, creating a dynamic that's both hilarious and endearing. Peter Griffin is the head of the family, though calling him a leader might be a stretch. He's childish, impulsive, and often gets himself into ridiculous situations. Whether he's fighting a giant chicken, starting a new harebrained business, or simply misunderstanding basic concepts, Peter's antics drive much of the show's humour. Lois Griffin, Peter's wife, is the voice of reason most of the time. She's caring, intelligent, and far more patient than anyone else in the family. But even Lois has her moments of chaos, showing that she's not above the absurdity that surrounds her. Meg Griffin is the family's often overlooked daughter, constantly mocked by her family and peers. Meg's misfortunes have become a running joke on the show. Yet her resilience and occasional outbursts make her one of the most intriguing members of the Griffin clan. Chris Griffin, the middle child, is lovable and naive. With his awkward demeanour and simple outlook on life, Chris often ends up in situations that are as bizarre as they are funny. Stewie Griffin, the youngest of the family, is a breakout star, a genius with a penchant for world domination. Stewie's schemes and cutting wit steal the spotlight in nearly every episode. Despite his diabolical tendencies, he also has a softer side, particularly in his relationship with Brian. And then there's Brian, the talking dog, who serves as Peter's best friend and the family's most sensible member. With his love for martinis, literature, and dry humour, Brian often acts as the show's voice of reason, though he's far from perfect himself. Together, the Griffins create a chaotic yet oddly cohesive family dynamic. Their interactions are a mix of absurdity, dysfunction, and occasional tenderness, making them one of the most memorable families in television history. Stewie Griffin isn't just the youngest member of the Griffin family. He's also one of the most iconic characters in television history. From his very first appearance, Stewie's unique blend of intelligence, ambition, and humor made him a standout star of Family Guy. At first, Stewie was defined by his villainous tendencies, obsessed with world domination and bent on eliminating his mother, Lois. Stewie's early character was a mix of James Bond villain and comedic genius. His sharp wit, exaggerated British accent, and sophisticated vocabulary set him apart from the rest of the family, making every one of his schemes a highlight of the show. But as the series progressed, Stewie evolved. His plots for domination became less central, and his personality grew more complex. The writers began exploring his vulnerabilities and relationships, especially with Brian. The unlikely friendship between the baby genius and the family dog became one of the show's emotional anchors, giving us episodes like Road to the Multiverse and Brian and Stewie that balanced humor with heartfelt moments. Stewie's sense of humor is another defining trait. Whether he's delivering biting one-liners, indulging in over-the-top antics, or hilariously misinterpreting the world around him, his comedic timing is impeccable. His ability to switch from scheming mastermind to naive toddler in an instant keeps viewers laughing. One of Stewie's most intriguing characteristics is his fluid identity. From exploring his ambiguous sexuality to questioning his own existence, Stewie's character has sparked thoughtful discussions and added surprising depth to the show. Over the years, Stewie Griffin has become more than just a cartoon character. He's a cultural icon. Whether he's wielding a ray gun, building time machines, or breaking into song, Stewie continues to capture the hearts of fans with his charm, complexity, and endless humor. One of the defining elements of Family Guy is its unique brand of humor. The show's ability to blend absurdity, satire, and pop culture references has kept audiences laughing for decades. Its comedy is bold, unpredictable, and often pushes boundaries, making it stand out from other animated sitcoms. At the heart of Family Guy's humor are its signature cutaway gags. These quick, random asides break from the main story to deliver punchlines that range from clever to completely over the top. Whether it's Peter recalling a ridiculous past event or an absurdly specific pop culture reference, these gags add a layer of spontaneity that keeps the show unpredictable. Pop culture references are another staple of the show. Family Guy frequently parodies movies, TV shows, and celebrities, often diving deep into nostalgic or obscure topics. From recreating iconic scenes in Star Wars to poking fun at the quirks of Hollywood, these moments resonate with fans who enjoy a mix of clever homage and biting satire. The humor often walks a fine line between irreverence and controversy. Family Guy isn't afraid to tackle taboo subjects, making jokes that challenge societal norms and sometimes spark debates. While this edgy style isn't for everyone, it's part of what has made the show so memorable and impactful. Despite its absurdity, Family Guy often finds humor in relatable situations. The dynamics of the Griffin family, Peter's antics, Lois's exasperation, and Stewie's outlandish schemes offer moments of comedy that feel rooted in everyday life, albeit with an exaggerated twist. What's surprising is how the show balances its humor with occasional moments of sincerity. Episodes like Brian and Stewie or And Then There Were Fewer show that beneath the laughs, Family Guy is capable of emotional depth and storytelling that catches viewers off guard. The humor of Family Guy is a mix of sharp wit, playful absurdity, and fearless commentary. It's a style that's kept fans coming back season after season, proving that comedy doesn't always have to follow the rules. it just has to make you laugh. The voice cast of Family Guy is a huge part of what makes the show so iconic. Behind every hilarious line and memorable character is a talented group of actors who bring the Griffins and the world of Quahog to life. At the center of it all is Seth MacFarlane, the show's creator. Not only did he develop Family Guy, but he also voices multiple key characters, including Peter Griffin, Stewie Griffin, and Brian the dog. MacFarlane's range as a voice actor is remarkable, giving each character a distinct personality while maintaining the humor and charm that define the show. Lois Griffin is voiced by Alex Borstein, whose sharp delivery and impeccable comedic timing perfectly capture the mix of patience and exasperation that comes with being Peter's wife. Borstein's portrayal of Lois gives the character depth and relatability, even in the midst of the show's absurd scenarios. Meg Griffin is brought to life by Mila Kunis, who joined the cast after the first season. Kunis's voice acting captures Meg's awkwardness and vulnerability, making her a character audiences can sympathize with, even as she's the butt of many jokes. Chris Griffin is voiced by Seth Green, whose ability to bring out Chris's naive and clueless nature adds a lot of humor to the show. Green's portrayal of Chris makes him lovable and hilariously unpredictable. The supporting cast is just as impressive. Patrick Warburton's deep, monotone voice as Joe Swanson adds a comedic edge to the tough but kind-hearted character. Mike Henry, who originally voiced Cleveland Brown, gave the character his distinctive charm before the role was recast in later seasons. Behind the scenes, the creative team works tirelessly to keep the show fresh and funny. Seth MacFarlane's vision and sense of humor have been central to Family Guy's success, but the contributions of the writers, animators, and production staff are equally important. Their collaborative efforts bring the scripts to life, creating a show that feels consistently entertaining. The voice cast and behind-the-scenes team are the backbone of Family Guy. Their talent and dedication have not only brought the Griffin family to life, but also made Quahog a place audiences love to visit time and time again. Family Guy has one of the most remarkable survival stories in television history. Despite its current status as a beloved and enduring show, its journey wasn't always smooth. In fact, it faced cancellation not once, but twice, before rising to become the cultural phenomenon it is today. The series premiered in 1999 to mixed reviews. While it quickly gained a loyal fan base, its edgy humor and willingness to push boundaries made it a polarizing show. After its third season in 2002, declining ratings led Fox to cancel it, leaving fans disappointed and the show's future uncertain. But Family Guy wasn't finished yet. The show found a second life in syndication, where reruns began airing on networks like Adult Swim. During this time, it gained a massive following, with fans discovering or rediscovering its offbeat humor and memorable characters. The release of the first 2 seasons on DVD was another turning point. The DVDs sold millions of copies, demonstrating just how much demand there was for the show. In 2005, Fox made the unprecedented decision to revive Family Guy, a move largely driven by fan support and the show's unexpected popularity. The 4th season premiered to strong ratings, and it became clear that Family Guy was here to stay. The show's resilience solidified its place in television history. It proved that fan passion and persistence could bring a cancelled series back to life, something that was almost unheard of at the time. Since its revival, Family Guy has gone on to produce more than 20 seasons, cementing its status as a staple of animated comedy. Its comeback also paved the way for other shows to follow in its footsteps. Series like Futurama and Arrested Development found their own second chances, showing that a dedicated fan base can make all the difference. The story of Family Guy's survival is a testament to the power of its humor, its characters, and its fans. Against the odds, it transformed from a struggling series into a cultural icon, proving that sometimes the most unlikely comebacks are the most rewarding. Family Guy is packed with episodes and moments that have left a lasting impression on fans. Whether it's the outrageous humor, clever parodies, or unexpected emotional depth, these highlights are what make the series so unforgettable. One of the most iconic episodes is Road to the Multiverse, where Stewie and Brian use a remote control to travel through alternate realities. Each universe has its own unique twist, from a Disney-inspired world to one where humans are subservient to dogs. The creativity and humour in this episode make it a fan favourite. Another standout is Blue Harvest, the first of the show's Star Wars parodies. This episode reimagines A New Hope with the Griffin family and other characters from Quahog stepping into the roles of Luke, Leia, and Darth Vader. It's a perfect blend of tribute and satire, packed with hilarious twists on the classic story. PTV is another memorable episode, where Peter creates his own television network after censorship gets out of hand. This episode pokes fun at media regulation and features one of the show's most iconic musical numbers, the FCC song. Some moments stand out for their sheer absurdity, like Peter's epic fight scenes with the giant chicken. These ongoing battles, which erupt without warning and stretch across entire episodes, are a perfect example of Family Guy's ability to take a simple joke and turn it into something unexpectedly elaborate. The episode Brian and Stewie takes a different approach, focusing on the emotional bond between the two characters. Trapped together in a bank vault, they confront their insecurities, fears, and dependence on each other. It's a rare moment of vulnerability in the series, showing that Family Guy can balance humour with heartfelt storytelling. Even smaller moments, like Stewie's mispronunciation of Cool Whip or Peter's bizarre flashbacks, have become iconic. These little details add to the show's charm, making it endlessly quotable and rewatchable. The combination of bold humour, creativity, and surprising depth is what makes Family Guy's episodes and moments so memorable. Whether you're laughing at Peter's antics, enjoying a clever parody, or reflecting on a heartfelt scene, the show has something for everyone. Family Guy has left a significant mark on pop culture, becoming one of the most recognizable and influential animated sitcoms of all time. From its bold humor to its endless parodies, the show's reach extends far beyond television. One of the biggest ways Family Guy has influenced culture is through its comedy style. Its use of cutaway gags and rapid-fire pop culture references set it apart from other shows, inspiring countless imitators. The show's ability to blend absurdity with satire has made it a staple of modern comedy, and its fearless approach to controversial topics has kept it in the spotlight. The characters themselves have become cultural icons. Peter Griffin's bumbling antics, Stewie's diabolical genius, and Brian's sarcastic wit are instantly recognizable, even to people who haven't seen the show. Phrases like "freaking sweet" and "victory is mine" have entered the lexicon, and moments like Stewie's Cool Whip debate or Peter's chicken fights are etched into TV history. The show's willingness to parody and reference other media has also left a lasting impact. Its Star Wars trilogy parodies, starting with Blue Harvest, brought new life to a beloved franchise while showcasing Family Guy's knack for blending humour with homage. These episodes became fan favourites and demonstrated how deeply the show is embedded in pop culture. Family Guy's influence isn't without controversy. Its edgy humour and willingness to tackle taboo subjects have sparked debates about the boundaries of comedy. While some critics argue that the show occasionally crosses the line, others praise it for its unapologetic approach and ability to provoke thought through laughter. Beyond its content, Family Guy has also shaped the TV landscape. Its revival after cancellation set a precedent for fan-driven comebacks, showing that dedicated audiences could bring a show back to life. This paved the way for other series like Futurama and Arrested Development to find second chances. The show's merchandise, video games, and spin-offs, like The Cleveland Show, further highlight its cultural reach. Quahog has become a world that fans love to visit. Whether through the screen, a console, or even collectible toys, Family Guy's cultural impact is undeniable. It's a show that doesn't just entertain. It reflects, challenges, and shapes the way we view comedy and storytelling. After more than 2 decades, its influence is as strong as ever, proving that the Griffin family will remain a pop culture staple for years to come. After more than 2 decades on the air, Family Guy has cemented its place as one of television's most enduring and beloved comedies. It's a show that has continually evolved while staying true to its unique brand of humour, and its legacy is one of creativity, resilience, and unforgettable moments. What makes Family Guy so special is its ability to balance absurdity with relatability. At its heart, it's a show about a dysfunctional family that somehow feels familiar. The Griffins, Peter, Lois, Meg, Chris, Stewie, and Brian, are over the top and chaotic, yet their interactions often reflect the struggles, love, and humour of real family life. The show's humour, though edgy and sometimes controversial, has left an indelible mark on comedy. Its use of cutaway gags, pop culture references, and satirical takes on modern life has influenced countless shows that came after it. Family Guy redefined what an animated sitcom could be, blending slapstick, satire, and occasional heartfelt moments into something truly unique. But Family Guy's legacy isn't just about the laughs, it's also about resilience. Few shows have faced cancellation and come back the way Family Guy has, proving that fan dedication and creative storytelling can overcome even the toughest challenges. Its revival paved the way for other shows to follow, showing that a passionate audience can breathe new life into a series. The series also holds a special place in the hearts of its fans. Whether it's Peter's ridiculous antics, Stewie's wild schemes, or Brian's sarcastic commentary, there's a comfort in returning to Quahog and the familiar chaos of the Griffin household. As you close your eyes tonight, think of the laughter Family Guy has brought to so many. Picture the streets of Quahog, the quirky neighbours, and the chaotic yet lovable Griffin family. Let the humour and warmth of this iconic show guide you into restful sleep. Thank you for spending your evening with Lost at 3 a.m. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you next time.